Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you're doing all fine. Here's Trisha Galore with the new Mandela Effect video. I've done so many that I'm sure everybody knows now what the Mandela Effect is, and lately I've came across quite a few strange things that may be Mandela Effects and maybe not. Some of them my very good friend Marty Mcfly has sent to me via email, and I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart. Thanks, Marty. You're always giving me something to think about. I really do. Especially the first one is a real, nearly knocked me out. I couldn't believe it. I was laughing so hard. This is actually a funny one because, see, I'm a horse lover, right? So, I have never come across a horse that has to shave in the morning because it's growing a mustache. I mean, horses with mustaches. That is weird. Have you ever seen one of those? I've never did. I mean, like, they look like, some of them have so big mustaches, they look like they were playing a part in a porn of the 70s, like, really thick, long mustaches. They eat more hair than their own food. Some of them have the little Dali thing, Salvador Dali thing going on with a twirl at the end. They're quite funny. So Google them. Horses with mustaches, and you will find so many pictures. There are some horse races that are just like, more likely to grow a mustache. Not every horse does. Obviously, that's what they say. I've never heard about it. I've never seen one. If I would have, I'd probably died laughing. It's like ridiculous. That's a Mandela Effect for me. Number 2. And this is a sad one, really. Because when I lived in America, the first bomb attack on American soil for me was always Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma City bombing, Horrible bombing, 168 people died, so many others were injured, so many lives destroyed, really. And I've always heard it was the first attack. That was before 9/11, but it was not. Then I found out there was the Black Tom Island attack that we Germans actually supposed to have done in World War I. I've never heard of that. A terroristic attack from us Germans. Well, we may not have been angels in the past, but I've never heard that we're terrorists. But, well, now we are. So, but now comes another one into play. And this, bombing happened in New York City on September 26th in 1920, and he said 2020, 1920, on Wall Street. A bomb went off and killed 30 people instantly. 8 others were so badly injured that they've died later on, and so many others were injured. One of them was the father of the future President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Now, you can't tell me that if something like that happens, that nobody knows about that. I mean, when the Oklahoma City bombing took place back then, they said it was the first bomb attack on American soil. I remember that. So where does this come from now? I mean, that is a massive attack if 38 people die. That is not, so many others get injured. That is not just, you don't just forget that, right? Well, obviously either we've forgotten or nobody ever told us, or I don't know. So what do you remember? Do you remember that? Hearing about this? I've never heard about it. So I wonder what you're going to write in the comment section. Now, let's get to number 3, and this one blew me away because I love the movie Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio, and we all know it. Everybody probably watched it. So many people love it, including me, and so many people cried at the end that their eyes nearly popped out of their head, including me. Well, I did a bit of research on those characters, and thanks to Marty, I found out that there actually was a Jack Dawson, or not a Jack Dawson, but a Joseph Dawson. But he was on the Titanic, and Joseph Dawson looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, the old pictures that was taken of him, I swear to God, he looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. Even though his name is Joseph Dawson, but he is actually portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. So the thing is, when I did my research, years ago, because I really loved that movie, like I said, I found out that the only 2 fictional characters in that movie, and I think I've even heard, help me, the director, what's his name? Whatever. He's a German, I don't remember his name. It doesn't matter. I heard him say that both characters were really just fictional. They were never on the Titanic. Well, obviously Jack was called Joseph in real life by Joseph Dawson. And Google him, you find his picture, you'll be freaked out about this. I mean, I never knew that Joseph Dawson existed. Never heard of him. I thought Jack Dawson was a fictional character with no background to him. Obviously I was wrong. For me this is a Mandela effect because I would have found out about that, you know, and I didn't. So that is weird. The next one, number 4. Elvis Presley. Well, we all know the king of rock and roll. Actually, he was also the singer that sold most gospel music ever. I mean, so he was not just the king of rock and roll, maybe also the king of gospel, I don't know. But, you know, he was influenced by it a lot and he said it, and, well, the Saints record shows he was right, but that's not the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect comes into play for me that Elvis was actually blonde. Well, naturally blonde. And he started coloring his hair when he was very, very young. Now I wonder why he should have done that, you know. I knew he was coloring his hair when he got older. I mean, the jet black hair was not natural. Of course it wasn't. I mean, we all know that. But I didn't. I thought he was maybe dark brown or something. A dark brown hair. But I had no idea he was blonde. Doesn't even suit him. But he was blonde, yeah. That's why Lisa Marie also is blonde, probably, you know. It's weird for me. If you look at those pictures and seeing him blonde, don't know, I mean, can be that it is like they say and he just colored his hair black from the beginning on when he was a teenager. I don't know, in those days, if, you know, he was not really rich when he was young, his family wasn't rich, so if he could afford that and how possible it was to do it yourself in those days, I don't know. But it was weird for me to find that out, that Elvis Presley was actually a blonde. Well, what about you? Did you know that or didn't you know that? What did you think? What do you remember? Let me know in the comment section. Now, number 5. Now this one also blew me away because, you see, I love butterflies. I want to get a tattoo of one, and I've never heard of a butterfly like that. That is amazing. I mean, now I'm going to mess up the name again. I've just messed it up in the German video. I'm going to mess it up again, just to let you know. It's called Diatria Anna 88. The 88 butterfly, and that is the reason why it's called the 88 butterfly, because it has the number 88 on 2 of its wings. On 2. It looks amazing. That thing looks like straight out of a fantasy movie. You don't think that that butterfly is real. And you can't believe you have never heard of this. This is like mind-blowing. Google it. You will find out and you will just be blown away. Blown away, I swear. It's such a beautiful animal. But, you know, I think you should have heard of something like that, you know, of an animal this beautiful. It's an insect, not an animal. It's an insect. Sorry. Forgive me. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've never thought that, what's it called? Diatria? I nearly said diarrhea. Diatria Anna 88. So anyway, Google it. And the number 88, by the way, is a mystical number, you know, both positively and negatively. Because, like, I don't want to go into Hitler and the Nazis, and but it has really a very mystical touch to it, that number. Why the number 88, you know? Very strange. For me, it can be Mandela effect, can be just not knowing, but why did they keep that hidden? Because that is a beautiful, I nearly said animal again, insect. It's beautiful. Just look at it, look it up, Google it. You'd be surprised. So yeah, one more thing, and that's a little bonus about the Titanic. Well, that's not for me Mandela effect, but for many people it is. because they remember Titanic being spelled with 2 T's in the middle. I don't remember that. You know, for me it was always like Titanic with 1 T. How do you spell it? Let me know in the comment section. Is that a Mandela effect for you? For me it's not one. But I want to know. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to. Like I said, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Come back, enjoy my other videos. Give me a thought on all of those effects that I have found or Marty has sent me. Yeah, let me know what you think about it, what you remember. Come back, stay healthy, watch out for yourself, and yeah, love you. See you soon.